first half a little bit. They reorganized a couple things at halftime. The start of the second half was really kind of stop and start just with the nature of things, but we got off to a great start. Let's start there. I thought the ball was moving quick. We were in good spots. They couldn't really figure out how to get pressure. When they tried to press, we were breaking the lines and we were coming at them. Wonderful to get the early goal for this team. Again, I think our performances, again, I won't go into the Colorado, but I think really our performances since New York have been solid. And I said to the guys, I think we've left 9 points on the table in those last group of 8 games. Let's start to take what we deserve out of these games, and learning how to win and close out games and do all of that has been a part of it for us. And I thought we played a nice, complete game. Taking the early goal was important, and then getting the second goal was big, and then seeing it down the stretch and getting the third obviously really kind of sealed everything off. So I was just pleased with the guys. I felt like everybody worked for each other on the night. I thought everybody was connected. They're obviously a good team, and I think they play a very collective game, and we did a good job of working together on the night to deal with situations. And getting a shutout was big for the group tonight as well, so a lot of positives.
And we talked about Joseph the last couple of weeks, but for him to get 1 and then to get 2, how big is that for him? And on the PK, is that his call or to take it? Or
yeah, we've got a few guys who I think are pretty comfortable. I think inside the game, it's who's feeling the most confident, who steps up and can take it. But we've got a few guys between E and Gabe, Diego, Marco wasn't out there. There's a number of guys who I think feel comfortable, and it's about in the moment who is ready to take it. I think Joe, having scored the first goal, was obviously feeling positive about his night and stepped up and buried it. So it was good for Joe. Again, he's getting to a lot of good positions to where he should be scoring goals, and tonight he took advantage of those moments, and that's great for his confidence. I think with anybody, whether it's a goal scorer or shooter in basketball, anybody, once you find your rhythm and you get in the confidence and you get into that flow, then you hope that things start to drop for you. And I feel like with Joe, tonight was a good night. We'll see if we can start to build some momentum with him. So it's a good thing for him for sure.
Hey Greg, going up 2-0. It's only the third time you've been up by 2 goals in league play this year. How big is that? And especially in terms of the way maybe you can carry that on, maybe you can build momentum to where you aren't just taking 1 goal leads that then disappear.
Yeah, I think the big part of that was after we got the 1 goal lead is continuing to defend solid, give ourselves enough runway to try to get the second goal. There's been times this year where we maybe get the first goal and then we quickly give one back, or we give one back at a bad time. And tonight we got the first goal. We stayed solid defensively. We gave ourselves a chance to go get the second goal. We were able to get the second goal, and again able to hold steady on the zeros. We've given up a lot of goals that are more on us than on the opposition, and so I think to stay steady tonight is important, and that's a big part of being able to get the second goal, is being able to defend out when you got a 1 goal lead.
And then just Marco, he's healthy.
Yeah.
Just the class that he shows out there. And what are the things that you see? What are some of the specifics out there that just he's playing at a different level than everybody else?
He's smarter than everybody else. That's what it comes down to. He sees the game. He knows what's happening in the game. He knows what the next play looks like. He knows what you should be doing, what the next guy should be doing. He knows what the defender the game is already flowing through his brain, and so he can play in anticipation when most of the players are playing in the moment. He already has played out what's going to happen next, right? And so he can kind of play at his own rhythm, and his own rhythm is faster still than everybody else's. And so it's a joy to watch. I think the biggest thing for him, and I don't want to speak for him, is he just feels better. He feels good. And so when you're running around the field and you feel good, then you aren't thinking about this, that, or the other. You're just playing the game. And now he's been able to get into a flow with the rest of his teammates and just play the game and know that he's going to feel great when he's doing it. And I couldn't be happier for him. I mean, we're seeing really his class and why he's different. And it starts up here for me. And that's one of the things that I love about the game. When you see players thinking ahead of everybody else, it's really fun to watch, again, because everything is at their tempo. They choose what it's going to look like, and Marco's been orchestrating all of that out there. It's been fun to watch, and our part of getting him off is while we got him in a good rhythm and a good place. We get him out when when we know we can get him there for the next one.
Hey Greg, congratulations on the victory. Nasi gets the goal early on. He's really started to develop a chemistry, a rhythm. Just what have you seen from him the last 5 games he started? What continues to grow? And just what have you seen as him personally kind of open up a bit more to the group and kind of express himself more on the pitch as well?
Yeah, I think, I think we see it with a lot of players, younger players especially, who come to new country, new league for the first time. A lot of settling in has to happen. He's got a good skill set. He's a good athlete. He can play strong. He can link up the play. He's reading games, and he's combining with Marco and with the others. And so I think for a lot of it was just him settling into the league, into what we're asking from him. Gaining confidence. I think understanding tactically, all those things. I think again for him, we're all kind of coming into a place where he's comfortable, and now he can just play the game instead of overthinking or trying to adapt or trying to do all these things. And so he's found a rhythm, and what it does for us is it gives us a striker, again, with mobility and somebody who can run in behind if we need him to run behind, we can play off of if we need him to come down in between the lines a little bit. A guy who can, who can win some duels in the air if we need to, and a guy also who can beat the center back to a spot, and get into a finishing position so that when Gabe and Joe outrun or beat their guys, or when Marco plays somebody through, he's able to get to the spot before somebody else, and that gives him a real chance to be a goal-scoring threat. So I think he just brings a nice skill set that's complementary to those guys that are around him, and then they're starting to establish more and more of a rhythm together and a connection of what each other's tendencies are, things like that, inside of obviously what our vision is, what we want to do. I thought the group did a great job at times from building an attack and getting across the field and really building speed, and things were coming out of that. So again, he was a big part of it. Marco was a huge part of it. The wingers were great tonight. Everybody around them was playing a great supporting piece, and so I was just really happy. I thought it was our most complete game on the year. So I'm happy for him because I feel like it's been building, and we'll finally get something to go. We've done 3 games on the road since the last win, so it's nice to come home and get another win together.
Yeah, you guys get the win at home. You have 2 more here, and then another game up the road. You guys have a real chance to build momentum. Do you feel like this stretch of games is going to define what you guys are fighting for the final stretch of the season?
Yeah, I think, again, for us as a group is just continue to try to improve, look at the next opposition, try to execute on the things that we want to do against the next opposition, build confidence in the guys who had good nights tonight, like Joe, Gabe, again, I thought had another good night. Just continue to build on the things that we're trying to do. And I just think when we are in a good rhythm, we're working for each other, and we're starting to work again within our principles and the things that we're trying to do. We're a good team. It's been more about us taking points that I feel like we deserve on a night, not making a mistake late in the game, finishing the opportunities that we're creating, things like that. And hopefully it comes together in a real stretch over this last. I think we have 7 of the next 12 or something like that at home. So it's a nice time to try to build momentum, try to take points, and we'll end up wherever we end up. The key is 1 game at a time, just try to take the maximum points, but do it in a way where we're playing each moment of the game the way it needs to be played.
That's 7 including Leagues Cup?
Not including Leagues Cup, I think it's just League, yeah. And Leagues Cup, if we're in form, Leagues Cup is very interesting for us as well, so we'll see where we're at coming there.
Hey Greg, congratulations on the win. You consistently said, even in losses, that you felt like the team has been there and hasn't been outplayed.
Yeah.
Tonight, you beat a very, very good Vancouver team, the CONCACAF Champions Cup finalist.
Sure.
Is this win validating for this group? I mean, is it kind of like a I told you so to everybody?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a stamp on what I've said the group is capable of doing, and also what the group has been building towards over this last stretch of games. Ultimately, results come down to moments. Do you finish the chances do you get, and do you defend the moments that you have to defend that are in your box, in your area, not making errors? And the results come down to that. Performances are about a lot of things inside of the 90 minutes. That there's positives you can take away from a lot of things inside the 90 minutes, and I think we've had good stretches of 90 minutes, but we haven't been able to execute in the key moments of the games at times, and that's dictated the results. So tonight what we were able to do is execute in key moments on both ends, in addition to continue to build on the performances that I think have been coming over the stretch of the last 8 games. And I think over the stretch of the last 8 games, we've been as healthy as we've been all season. You know, Marco's been healthy, he's been in form. Joe and Gabe have been out there. Nasi's come into form. He's obviously been on and off healthy. I feel like we've been healthier and deeper over this last 8, and I feel like we've built some momentum. And tonight is a little bit of an exclamation point on what we're capable of doing, but we have a lot of things still to do that's in front of us to continue to build momentum with this particular group of players.
How big is the shutout for you guys tonight? Thank you.
It's big. I think it's really big, and because again, I think there's games where we have, through large stretches of game, defended pretty well, and then we make a mistake. We don't pick up a mark inside the box. We don't make physical contact we need to. We've had these little hiccups along the way that have cost us goals, and tonight to keep it clean and to deal with situations, I think is important for Novak to play a big part when he needs to. It's been big for him. I think he's really growing in confidence. You see a lot of things kind of coming together, even though this process has been very difficult. I think you see a lot of pieces starting to come together inside of this. Younger players growing and emerging, veteran players who obviously have, like Marco has really established himself again as the guy we all knew he was capable of being. Things like that have come together for this group, and now it's what kind of momentum can we build and how many points can we take as we continue to push forward, and we'll see where we're at the end of that.
Final question.
Hi, Greg. A clean sheet, 3 goals, 3 points, and against the best defensive team in the league. That's definitely a lot more of what the fans want to see. Something else that they want to see is accountability, maybe not just from yourself and a team, but from the organization as a whole. What does accountability look like in your team, and how can you guys build on that in these next games?
Yeah, look, I think accountability for us is guys fulfilling their responsibilities, taking their roles inside of the game, committing to the team, the group, obviously committing to the ideas and the way we want to play and the things that are out there, the responsibilities we have to one another, right? And for us, it's to go out and put on a good performance for our fans so that they have a great emotion when they come to the stadium and watch us play, and they feel proud of the team that's out there and the work and the fight that they're putting out on the field. Again, I think that's ultimately what the fans want from us on the field, the players, the staff, all those kinds of things, and those are things that we've been trying to build towards and provide this fans. Obviously, last year was amazing, so there was high expectations coming into the year. It didn't start the way we wanted to, but I think we're seeing things come around, and they've been incredibly patient with us on the field during the first half of the season. But I think hopefully we can reward their patience and show them that we're building back in the right direction to be a real contender. And I think we've actually played quite well against some of the best teams in the league. We just haven't been able to turn those into victories, and that's the thing that this group itself needs to continue to learn how to do to come back to be winners and get the results that we deserve.
All right. Thank you for your time, Greg.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Greg.
We are now going to be joined by LA Galaxy forward Joseph Paintsill.
Before I went to Toronto, I got my U14. Okay. All time to Jake. Thank you.
If you have a question for Joe, please raise your hand. Oh yeah. We are now joined by LA Galaxy forward Joseph Paintsill. We'll go ahead with questions with Damien Covey.
Hold on, this stuff happened.
Hey, Joseph. How important was it for you to score the 2 goals tonight? I mean, we've seen you the last couple games, getting to good spots. Maybe frustrations might have showed out the last couple games, but how important for you personally to score the 2 goals tonight?
It's really important because I really needed this kind of momentum. I really needed this kind of goals. I've been missing some few chances that I need to score. But you know, there's football, and you know, sometimes you just need to raise your head and just focus on the next game, and then just do what you have to do. I feel sometimes a little bit disappointed in myself because some chances that I need to score and all these kind of things it's always been missed. But I always need to tell myself never to look down on myself and just keep focusing on the right path, because you know, in life there's no failure. There's always a learning path. So it's just a learning path for me to just focus and just do what I enjoy and love to do as a footballer. There is always a backlash and a lot of comments calling me monkey and someone they will kill my mom and all these kind of things. But you know, this is something that is always a footballer is going to go through, and I take it in hand. But yeah, we just keep focusing, and I will just do whatever that I need to do in my power. I cannot do everything in this club. I will just do what I have to do and just leave the rest to God, and He will just handle the rest.
And then on the penalty, was that, I'm sure everybody wants to take it, but why did you end up taking it? Was it just your confidence you felt was there for you?
Yeah, it's because I approached the ball first, and I decided to just take it. And because if it was Gabriel who just took it, I would just leave it for him. So I was the one that was really close to the ball, and I just had it, and everyone was okay with it, and I just took it.
Hi, Joseph. Congratulations on the win and your goals tonight. When you scored that first goal, the entire team surrounds you. They're hugging you. What did that mean to kind of just have the entire squad just, celebrate that moment with you?
As you can see, it means a lot because they know what I've been through. They know what the team have been through. They know the kind of emotions and a lot of ups and downs that we've been through as a team, especially me, especially the forward. It's not really clicking. It's not really coming, but as you can see, they are always happy because it's something that they knew and they know that I really want it. And since it happens, I was really happy, and they were also really happy because they gave me that energy, and they always tells me to smile. But I'm someone who is not always smiling, but inside me, I'm always happy.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, obviously been a rough season, second win. Just what does it mean to kind of just have that winning feeling again, just to be able to kind of celebrate a victory in the locker room with your teammates? You mentioned just what it means. Just what does it mean to just be able to kind of build some momentum and maybe start to climb back into a playoff spot?
Yeah, I think this is a step forward. As you can see, we won. We play with one of the two clubs in the top league in the rank, and as you can see, we dominated. We did whatever we need to do. They had no chance, and it was just a rough start for us. That's what I would say. It was just a rough start for us, and yeah, we just need to do whatever we need to do. And as you can see, today was an excellent game for the LA Galaxy, for the fans and everybody. And we just keep the momentum, and we just go against DC the next game, and we just need to win. So far as we're playing home, we just need to make sure we win our home games and also win our away games. And now, as you can see, a lot of teams are really afraid, even though they play against us, but it's just that we are unlucky sometimes, make some mistakes that we shouldn't make. But as I said, it's just football, and we just keep moving forward and just keep trying. Thank you.
Hey, Joseph. Congratulations on the win and your goals. Over the last couple of games, we've seen your understanding with Marco Reus develop. What has that relationship been like? And you've got these goals today, the first one from an assist from Marco. Are you looking for him specifically to pick you out on the field? Thank you.
Yeah, Marco has been talking to me also a lot, not only in the game but also in training. We've been talking and trying to make sure that he always tries to find me wherever it's possible. And as you can see, even though I was a little bit late in the first goal, but the chance really came, and I just need to do whatever I need to do. So me and Marco is a good connection, as you can see, but we still have more time to go. We're still working on whatever we need to do. Sometimes there's some ways that are blocked. Sometimes there's a way that we need to change and then make it possible. But with Marco having an experienced player in the league, in the team, means a lot. As you can see, with his confidence and with his pass, with his view and everything, means a lot for us. As we the wingers, we just need to execute our goal and the finish that we need to do.
Hey, Joe, back over here. Was your family here tonight? Your
Yeah.
mom, or?
Yeah, my mom is here, my girlfriend and my kid.
Your first time your mom seen you play?
Yes.
Since when?
Since that was in Ghana. So I was 2014, 15? Yes. Yeah.
Why does she come and visit now? And then how does that add to the moment?
Yeah, it means a lot because with your mom's prayer and with your mom's presence, it means a lot. Because he has been with us for so long and always praying for us, even though when we are sleeping, we can hear his voice every time. So Mommy's spirit is always the best. We had a prayer ceremony morning today, and he told me to just be myself and I'm gonna score. So as you can see, I was also doing everything for my mom today and my kid, and I was putting more effort, running everywhere to defend and everything, and I knew that it's gonna happen. It's really gonna happen. She was in Belgium when I came to LA, so she couldn't also see me play. So I think it's an amazing moment for me and for my family that I just had these 2 goals, and I really thank God for everything.
Is she going to stay for a while? Or?
Yeah, she's staying for 4 months.
Yeah. So you got to score more goals than mom.
I got
What is she making you for Ghanaian food?
What?
What is she making you for Ghanaian food?
My favorite, of course, banku with okra. It's really good. You guys have to try it though.
Yeah, we will. All right, thank you for your time, Joe.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Joseph.
And next we'll be joined by Mateus Nascimento and world-renowned translator Juninho.
Yeah, like always. It's like throwing darts at the wall and it actually stuck. His eyes lit up too when he said that as well. Oh yeah, let's go talk. Let's go talk. Yeah. Right? And then you scored 2 goals. Kids here, 2 kids here. That's awesome. It's crazy.
You know the way he scored at Orange County. It was the guy just knows how to score goals.
But I'm looking forward to talking to Chikov about him. What did he see in him last year at Nordstrom? He's played 16 games, 2 goals. I haven't looked up his minutes yet. I got to see what those are like. It's a different thing when you're going overseas than when you're playing in first league. Yeah.
Got to talk with you after.
But it's also playing with this team. It's got to be comfortable. I mean, San Diego's they're a team. And it's not like St. Louis like some years ago, or like they got lucky. Like they generally play pretty good.
They knew what they were looking for, and they went out and got the players.
Yeah, their vision is executing on the field.
Absolutely. And Mikey was a great hire.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, also his Berhalter disciples have been pretty good. Like BJ Callahan's been pretty good. Mike's been pretty good.
I think Berhalter basically, I think he's extremely overrated as a coach.
The only one that's been kind of Nico Estevez has kind of been the only one that's like, but yeah, with Dallas and with Austin, like no, Lucci's at San Jose. He's their academy. Yeah, Lucci's at San Jose.
Well, and sometimes it takes a few trips. You gotta get that experience as only guys. The third team.
I mean, you kind of seen like he's got the Bruce and the Siggy tree right now. You kind of seen the Berhalter tree.
Well, and Berhalter comes out of Bruce's tree too.
Yeah.
It's more, yes, the grandchildren of Bruce.
Yeah.
Berhalter was, when he was captain here, the 2 best captains that covered were Berhalter and Jesse Marsh. And there you go. And Marsh was captain of the Chief of USA, and Suarez was basically the captain for the Hispanic players. Marsh for the Anglos or the Hispanics. And it was like a wonderful locker room. It was a team that would have won the MLS Cup last night. Really believe had Razov and Michael Galindo not gotten injured right at the end of the season. And then the year that Preki left, Marsh retires, Suarez retires, and Kerry Talley, who was the other leader in that locker room, asked to go back to DC because his wife was working there and making far more money than he was, and he said, "I want to go, live with my wife," and that was it for Chief of USA. They were never a competitive team again. And a lot of that's about ownership, and really that's about Vergara. Because Antonio Cueto cared and would have gone after making them a winning team, but Vergara.
I believe it started 15 minutes after the final whistle. We're now 42 minutes in, so I would hope we're done.
Another year, another year.
Another year missed the fireworks for you.
Another year we all miss the fireworks.
What are fireworks?
Yeah, that's why if you had a nice big screen in here, you could just show them.
Yeah, simulcast.
Yeah, because their fireworks are as good on TV as they are in real life. Everyone says so.
Better.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't get burned by them.
Exactly. Yeah.
No hand, no losing finger.
Yeah, but I don't think they use cherry bombs here.
He's on the way.
They don't use sparkles.
Nasty Nos is on the way.
Nasty, nasty.
Nasty
Let
Nas.
it be known he goes by Nasty Nos.
Nasty Nas.
A couple of years, maybe in a couple of days.
Renee, just confirming, there will be translation for this. So you'll hear Portuguese and then Juninho will translate in English.
Obrigado.
How is Nascimento's English coming?
He understands. So he'll understand the question.
Is he one where he speaks a little bit but doesn't feel confident, or does
No,
he speak?
it's he needs some time. Maybe next year.
English is such a crazy
Although we're not seeing foreign players, a lot of them coming around, not as much as perhaps in the past. Even Boando, some of it Boando in English.
Oh yeah, Blanca's been here for a while.
He understands everything you say. The more I understand, he speaks a lot more than he
Good evening, everyone. And we are now joined by LA Galaxy forward Mateus Nascimento and Juninho. We'll go ahead and start with questions. Damien Calhoun.
All right. Hey, Nasi. Hey, Judy. Judy, can you just ask him about his adjusting to Major League Soccer and the Galaxy? How does he feel now compared to when he first arrived?
Como está se ajustando para o time também, esses dias que você está aqui com a gente. Tá. Bom, primeiramente é uma honra estar aqui no Galaxy.
First of all, it's an honor to be with the Galaxy.
É lugar que eu queria estar há bastante tempo já.
It's a place that I would like to be. I'm glad I'm here.
E a minha adaptação aqui está sendo muito boa porque temos o Juninho, o Lúcio, o Gabriel.
My adaptation has been great. There's a lot of Brazilians around, so it also helps me to settle in.
Me adaptei muito bem com a equipe, com todo o staff.
Also with the team and the whole coaching staff.
Fiquei muito feliz pelo acolhimento que eles me deram aqui, que eu cheguei e parece que eu já estava aqui há muitos anos.
The way they welcomed me in, I felt like I was already part of the team for a long time.
E fiquei muito feliz por isso.
I'm so happy with that welcome they gave me.
What have been the biggest adjustments, and what's different for you now than the first month of the season, 6 weeks of the season, however long?
Qual foi a diferença? Tinha antes, como você muito bom. E agora Deus está participando mais.
Acredito que todo mundo tem que passar por uma adaptação.
I believe a lot of players have to be going through adaptation.
Porque, por exemplo, o jogo no Brasil é um jogo mais controlado e aqui é um jogo de muita força e velocidade.
To give an example, in Brazil, the game is very controlled, and here is there's a lot of physical, and I have to be able to adapt myself into that.
E a cada dia venho me acostumando mais com isso, com a ajuda do Juninho, que está sempre presente no campo.
Yeah, day by day, I'm getting used to with all that. Also playing gives me more confidence to be in. Also, it has my health on a daily basis.
E o nosso técnico, que vem me ajudando bastante também, e tendo todo o apoio, fica muito mais fácil.
Also, my coach gives me all the confidence that I need to be in my best form. Definitely, that's something that helped me a lot.
Hi, Matheus. Alex Ruiz, hi, Junior. Just wanted to ask you, when you were with Botafogo, you weren't maybe getting as much playing time as you wanted. Now you're, playing, you're scoring goals. How much fun are you having on the field and just, playing with Marco, Gabriel, and Joseph? Just how are you enjoying, being the starting striker for this club?
Eu volto a apresentar sempre o jogo, como está se sentindo agora fazer parte do time. O Marco, o Gabriel, o Diogo, tendo parte para jogar agora, deixa eu ter.
Bom, o time estava muito bem encaixado antes de eu chegar aqui do Botafogo.
When I got here, the team was already in a place. I have to find my way through into the team.
Talvez não estava tendo muita oportunidade por isso.
I was not having many opportunity based on the way the coach was seeing the team in the beginning of the season.
E como tem jogadores como o Marco, Gabriel, Joe, fica muito mais fácil conectar ali no ataque.
With players like Marco, Gabriel, Pencio, Joseph, it's get easier to me to adapt on the front with those guys because they're very good players.
Acredito que estamos conectando bem o quarteto de ataque.
I think we're connecting well, the four guys in front so far.
E esperando fazer mais gols.
And I hope I can score more goals.
Olá, Nashi, parabéns pela vitória. Você parece totalmente acomodado agora. Faz muito, joga bom, joga bonito. What do you feel about Greg Vanney's play style? And what are your goals for your time here in LA?
Sim, como se sente o estilo de jogo do jogador e o que você está achando de uso.
Bom, primeiramente, muito obrigado.
First of all, thank you.
O estilo de jogo é muito bom, ainda mais para mim porque eu sou um 9 que gosta muito de sair da área.
The style of play is good for me. I'm the 9 that likes to be very mobile, getting outside of the box to combine and play out of the box.
O Greg gosta de jogar muito com a bola e eu saindo para aproximar junto com o Marco ou para dar apoio para o Gabriel ou para o Joe.
Greg likes to play with the ball all the time, and myself getting out of the box and combining with Marco, Gabriel and Joe.
Fica muito mais fácil para criarmos espaços e gerar dúvida na defesa.
Given a lot of uncertainty on the opposition, that gives us a little bit of good chance opportunity going forward.
E sobre a cidade, é uma cidade maravilhosa.
About the city, it's an amazing city.
Matheus, congratulations on your goal. Thank you so much for your time. You've been here with the team for about 6 months now, and it's been somewhat of a difficult season, but nights like tonight where you get a win, really showed off just how you're integrating to the team. On a personal level, are nights like tonight fun? Did you have fun out there tonight?
Na temporada que está tendo, está sendo muito difícil. Com tudo isso acontecendo, como você sentiu isso? Teve felicidade no campo, sentiu sobre.
Bom, realmente não começamos a temporada do jeito que gostaríamos.
Well, we didn't start the season the way we expected.
Mas eu acredito que nesses últimos jogos estamos mostrando algo melhor.
In the last games, I think we've been showing that I've been changing a little bit of the perspective of other people and also ourselves.
E hoje realmente conseguimos mostrar o que o nosso time é capaz de fazer.
I think tonight we show what our team are capable of doing. And yourself, what did you say? You also got along with the team. Something good team. Now moving forward, next one.
Any other questions? Going once, going twice. Thank you for your time, Matheus and Juni.
Obrigado pelo seu tempo.
Thank you.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. And with that, that concludes our press conference. Next up, the Galaxy play host DC United next Saturday.